Well, hello, and welcome to the Vegas Policy Show on YouTube. This particular property over here, this IHOP, is for sale for $4.6 million. It's on half an acre. It's 0.53 of an acre. And they don't know what to do with it. It's right here by the Strat. Hello, Ashley Tomlinson. Good morning, Jimmy Green, and welcome to the Vegas Policy Show. We're over here by the Stratosphere. This area is actually called Naked City, and they tell you to be very careful over here. But I ain't got no fear. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't really see a problem. I don't know, should we walk into Naked City and see what it looks like? I feel like I don't give enough attention to the more challenged parts of town. So let's take a look at Naked City here on the Vegas Policy Show. And these buildings look abandoned, actually. It looks like nobody lives here. At one time, well, the ones on the right looks like they have people in them. The ones on the left look like there's no people in them here in Naked City, Las Vegas. This does not really look promising, but we walk with impunity. You know what I mean? And luckily I have no money on me, which is nice too. Let's check it out. We're doing our challenging area walk, really. And I'm not going to use any negative words, you know. There's a lot of words you could use that would be negative. I'm not going to use them because Vegas Policy was born on third base, and I made it back to home plate by the time I was 50 years old. I'm so messed up. This is abandoned over here. Nobody lives here. In this back one, it looks like they knocked down the other one here. So I definitely had a privileged life. I had a lot of luck. My mother was fantastic. My mother grabbed my tuchus and created me. So no judgments over here in Naked City. I just want to see it. I've never walked over here. So we're just going to check it out a little bit. The other thing is I don't do politics. So no politics on the Vegas Policy Show. Let's just keep it light and airy and kind. Let's flex our empathetic muscles here while we're in the back of the Strat. That's what we're going to do. Is everybody ready to flex their empathetic muscles? Does anybody in here have empathetic muscles? I'm assuming you do because you're on the Vegas Policy Show. I can't see the screen. It's too bright. I got no glasses. I got no hat. I'm in Naked City, and that's where it's at. You see what I'm saying? It's not that terrible. They should really fix the sidewalk. Thank you very much. Any and all birthday wishes are greatly appreciated. I'm 59 years old today. If I catch a shank in my tuchus over here, that will be my birthday present. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it looks like there's a fire off in the distance of some sort. Thank you very much, the Slot Master. Well, Sean Griffin, this is a little different. This is a little different area than the Strip. I'll tell you, it's worse over on Twain than it is over here. They really are cleaning up this area. A lot of stuff has not been knocked down. A lot of stuff fell down. Las Vegas is making tremendous advancements in the living conditions of its residents. So thank you for that, the city of Las Vegas. There's the Stratosphere. Unfortunately, I can't. Thank you for the birthday wishes, any and all birthday wishes. I don't really think that much about my birthday. I don't really care. It's just, for me, it's another day. I'm lucky. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to walk around. I'm happy to talk to the people. I'm happy to have you guys in my YouTube. Thank you very much for being in the YouTube. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven over here. Who knew there'd be? I had no idea there was a 7-Eleven back here. Incredible. Thank you very much, Calm Living. Calm Living is my oldest and dearest friend. She's Anne-Marie. She's not the worst. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a friend for like 25 years, you always want to have a friend who's not the worst. And I can assure you that Anne-Marie is not the worst. So thank you very much, Calm Living. And she'll be on the show. And we have a super chat. We have 2 super chats. Oh, so we have a super chat from In My Opinion for $5. Thank you very much, In My Opinion. And of course, the always incredible, the always amazing, the always shockingly generous, I can't even believe it, the Vegas Paulie C Soap Company, who gave me a super chat for $100. No one has ever given super chats on the level that Vegas Paulie C Soap Company has. We call it the VPC Soap Company. They come out of Texas. They are the sponsor. Now, why do we call them the soap company? Because back in the day, when they had radio programs, they were known as radio operas. But so many soap companies sponsored the radio operas that they became the soap operas. Do you understand how that works? And that's why we call him the VPC Soap Company. I feel like I have to explain that to people. Thank you very much, in my opinion, for that super chat. He is the VPC Soap Company. So now I have that, in my opinion. Thank you. I'm behind the Stratosphere right now. I'm in Naked City. But you know what? It's not that terrible. Everybody makes a big stinkiola about it, but it's not the worst. You know what I'm saying? Well, jokes are jokes. We try and teach people. Well, not teach. We try and give people information here on the Vegas Paulie C Show. I think teach is it's too strong a word, but we like to share things. We like to share fascinating trivia, and that is trivia I would like to share. Thank you very much, Indy Atlantic City. I met Indy Atlantic City in Atlantic City. She was a very, 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 very nice. So give a follow to Indy Atlantic City. She's very kind. She's very sweet. She has her own show. She does a show in Atlantic City. She has 10,000 followers. And she's just like Vegas Paulie C. We're both trying to make it out here in the world. So if you go to Atlantic City, give a follow to Indy Atlantic City. And she has all sorts of informational stuff on her page about Atlantic City. She's Indy Atlantic City. So thank you for that. User, I don't think anybody's going to use the word hot. You know what I mean? I think we could dial back the word hot. I am in unbelievable shape, though. That I will take credit for. You know how many miles I walked? Oh, I broke 50,000 steps yesterday. The first time in my life, in order to celebrate my 59th birthday, I did over 50,000 steps yesterday. For the first time. I've never seen that on my Apple meter. So that was exciting. Whoa, Selena! Selena, we're in Naked City, and you just gave me a $49 super. Never has anybody gotten super chats from back here like I'm getting from Selena, the Vegas Paulie C Company. And let's not forget, in my opinion. Thank you very much, Selena. Happy Sagittarius. I am a Sagittarius. That is, oh, look at this piece of property for sale over here. Someday there will be a high rise on this piece of, so right now we're looking at this. This is 87 units entitled. And this is an opportunity zone. Can somebody look up how much this costs? So someday there will be, 100 years from now, there will be a high rise on this property. This whole area will look like Manhattan 100 years from now. Because the state of Nevada knows what it's doing. The city of Las Vegas knows what it's doing. And this whole area over here will look like downtown Manhattan 100 years from now. Trust me on this. And why? Why? Oh, look at this. It's my friends over at Atomic Golf. I didn't even realize it. I'm very happy today to show you the side of Atomic Golf. They were so kind to me. They contacted me. They made me feel like I was something. They gave me some love. They said, Vegas Paulie C, we love the show. Why don't you come over? Oh, Delta Neutral, thank you very much for the super chat. So these people over here at Atomic Golf, which is going to be opening up in the next, I would say, 4 months, they made me feel, listen, I'm a cheap and easy greeter. That's the truth about Vegas Paulie C. He's a cheap and easy greeter. And these people over here at Atomic Golf, look how nice this is. These people over here at Atomic Golf, they knew how to make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? They made me feel so good about myself. I ran down here. I did a walkthrough. And they actually told me at Atomic Golf that they will have me at the grand opening. So, you know, for me, it's like, wow. I'm serious. You really want me to come to your grand opening? So we will be at the grand opening of Atomic Golf. We will not be at the grand opening of the Fontainebleau because they fired my friend for sending me a video. Make a mental note of that. But we will be at the grand opening of Atomic Golf. Thank you very much for the birthday present. Delta Neutral. And Delta Neutral is very smart also. A lot of smart people here on the Vegas Pauly C Show. But I think this might be a dead end. But let's just take a look at Atomic Golf while we're over here. I think they'll be very happy to get the press. Atomic Golf is a total and complete 100% friend of the Vegas Pauly C Show. Not because they paid me. I didn't take any money from them. But they're doing something interesting over here. They have 103 bays. And they were kind. And they gave me access. I don't want money. I want kindness and access. That's all I'm looking for, girlfriend. Kindness and access. If I take money, then, then I'm really, then I'm like the dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like the dinosaur. No, I did not walk all the way over here. Thank you very much. HTTA 74. Delta Neutral, you own Chernobyl. So I was walking by the Fontainebleau and Delta Neutral called it Chernobyl. And now I can't get it out of my head. He poisoned me. Delta Neutral poisoned my brain. I can't stand when people do that, Delta Neutral. Now I can't get Chernobyl out of my... And the blue collar and everything like that. Wow. Hello, Gary Miola Jr. Hello, David Drilling. Jokes are jokes. I know. Wow, Jokes are jokes is keeping a hit list. Jokes are jokes. You would have been an incredible chief of staff for Nixon. Nixon had a hit list like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be Nixon. Spill the beans on the dinosaur? Go over to her Reddit. Put in her name and Reddit, and you will get all the information on the dinosaur. They really do a great job explaining. Wow, look at that. Look at this. They're really doing some work over here. Look at the facilities there. I'm not going to be going to the Fontainebleau. I explained why. Look at that. Thank you very much, Metaverse News. So this is God, I love these poles. How much you think, I got to find out how much does one of these poles cost? That's what I really want to know. I'm going to ask them. Look at this pole over here. I feel like there's a video over here that I should be doing. Just incredible. Oh my God, Delta Neutral. Now you're really pushing the envelope. Delta Neutral, you could write content for the show. Thank you very much, Timothy Massey. But they're going to be open. It looks like they're putting some stuff into each bay. They're going to be open in about 4 months. I kind of feel like I should do a video while I'm back here. I'm not sure whether I'll use it or not. But I'd like to know how much one of these poles costs. Okay, Sally Lewis, this is a good conversation. I like this conversation. I like a good, honest conversation. I feel that Sally Lewis may not necessarily agree with me, and that's fine. I have no problem with Sally Lewis disagreeing with me. But Sally Lewis, do you know how many? First of all, 7 people sent me videos of the inside of the Fontainebleau. And I didn't use the vast majority of the stuff. And everybody that sent me stuff was proud. Well, not the person who did the flood. But the guy, you see, I know the guy personally who sent me the video of the casino. He was working 15 hours a day. He was very proud. Wow, I got something in my throat's starting to go. I begged them, Sally Lewis, to give him mercy. Can you understand that? Let me ask you this question, Sally Lewis. And however you want to answer honestly, it doesn't matter to me. If you were opening a casino and someone sent a complimentary video to Vegas Pauly C and it was beautiful, and Vegas Pauly C posted it, and then you fired the guy and Vegas Pauly C begged for mercy, He said, please, I'm begging you, don't fire him, blah, 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 blah. And they fired him anyway. Would you go to the grand opening? I know, but Sally Lewis, I understand that part of it. But if you were me, would you go to the grand opening? Sally Lewis is calculating an answer. I don't care about the dinosaur. I'm not like the dinosaur. I won't block her. I'm actually still waiting for an answer from Sally Lewis. Okay, while we wait for an answer from Sally Lewis, let's address the dinosaur. Okay, all right, fair. So that's what I'm saying, Sally Lewis. I'm not going to go there. So whenever you fight with the dinosaur, many of you may have had this experience. When you fight with the dinosaur, she blocks you. She doesn't even allow you a voice. She has honestly blocked 100,000 people. I'm not kidding. I've been blocked all over the place. Obviously, she just blocked the man behind the man for some reason. She's a notorious blocker. If you go to her Reddit and you read her reviews, you will see that she blocks everybody. If she responded on my page, I'm not going to block her. You see, I allow people to have a voice as long as it's not hate speech. If you do hate speech, then I can't have you anywhere. But as long as it's not hate speech, let her comment. Listen, the facts are the facts. I didn't make up that Reddit. I didn't upvote that stuff 250 times. People did that. That was people who did that. Exactly. You see what VPC Soap Company just wrote? The videos that the guy sent me were complimentary videos. They were not a hit job. Wait, I want to steal this term from VPC Soap Company. Have some situational awareness. Exactly. I got to remember that term. That's a good term. VPC. Situational. I'll never remember that. It's too many syllables. But I'm going to quote you. Have some situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? Wait, where's the man behind the man? Where is he? I know, but Sally Lewis, I'm all about marketing properly. My entire existence as Vegas Police out here is to offer up my services at no charge, and for them to fire somebody over something that was that came from a good place, that was innocent, that was kind, that was a promotion for them. It triggers me. I don't know. What am I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you here on the Vegas Police Show when I'm triggered. I'm an emotional person. I have a relatively low EQ. That's emotional quotient. I'm working on it all the time. But I cannot go to their I'm going to go to their grand opening after I put up a video and they fired somebody over it. Come on. I can't go to their grand opening. I can't go. I told them. I said, you have two choices. You can forgive Guy and show some damn mercy. I mean, do we have any mercy in this world? I'm doing mercy all the time. And they did not give him the mercy, so I cannot go to their grand opening. And that's the truth. Thank you very much, Papa John, for the super chat. Yeah, Sally Lewis, I respect your opinion. I knew that you weren't gonna come after me. I knew that I was gonna have a mature conversation with Sally Lewis. And Sally Lewis, you're right about what you're saying. But I just can't. My big problem with the Fontainebleau is, here's my problem. I cannot reconcile the fact that it is beautiful. It is a beautiful place inside. I've seen it. And the fact that they're running it the way that they're running it. And the fact that they fired my friend. I mean, they met with me. I met with pretty high-level people. But I can't. How am I going to reconcile it? I'm in a position. I throw myself on the mercy of the court. I mean, how would you guys handle it? I don't know. Should we have a poll? I'm handling it by not handling it. I'm okay without it. I'm okay without the Fontainebleau in my life. You know, it reminds me of the Durango. I don't need the Fontainebleau. The Fontainebleau needs me. And I hate to overuse that, but what would you do? You know what I mean? What would you do? It's a tough situation. The new casinos are the cockroaches of the strip world. That's pretty funny, Vino, but they are challenged. There's no doubt about it. It's very hard to put $4 billion into something like that. It's very hard to put $4 billion into the strip. You know, I tell you what I enjoy the most about the Fontainebleau and the chat and the people in here. The fact that I could tell my story exactly as it happened. You know, they were I'm gonna give them something. They were alluding to the fact that the guy had other issues, which I think is bullshit. I met this guy. I know this guy. This guy loved his job. This guy was so proud of this place. I have to make a judgment here. He was working, according to him, he was working 12, 14 hours a day. So I have to judge this guy, and I have to make a judgment. Now, in all fairness, the Fontainebleau more or less said that he's an asshole. I mean, really. They more or less alluded to that. But they alluded. They didn't say it. I'm not going to say that they said it. But, you know, they said there's other issues. There's other issues. There's other issues. I don't know what that means. I'm stuck in the middle of someplace I don't want to be. I really don't want to be in the middle of this. But I cannot go to the grand. I can't be a part of their party. I don't want to party with them. You know what I mean? Thank you for the super chat. Jokes are jokes. The marketing of the Fontainebleau is so weird. I know. You called the Durango chicken leg and you told them you're not coming. I'm not out here to fight with everybody, but if you're so dumb that you can't understand that a video is a promotional tool, listen, the Durango is very pretty. I think the restaurants look great. I didn't eat there. It's a beautiful place, but it's not like, oh my God, I got to go to the Durango. I would go to the Red Rock before I would go to the Durango. I would go to Green Valley Ranch. There's so much more going on. They didn't really spend a lot of money at the Durango because I guess they're looking for a limited operation over there. I mean, it's a fine place. Don't take it the wrong way. But I wouldn't go running over there. Oh my God, I got to see the Durango. I saw it. It's a casino with a small hotel. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what they're saying, VPC Soap Company. They're saying there's other issues. They're sort of besmirching his character. I know the guy. He's a very gentle soul. He's a very nice guy. Like, I can't get down with that information. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty cool over here. I wish these people a lot of luck. I'll be at the grand opening of Atomic Golf. Because they're very, very, very kind. They're very nice. They're trying very hard. You know, you got to respect the guy, and I don't know his name. They did tell me his name. But you got to respect a guy, and I think there's 75 million over here. You got to respect somebody who put 75 million into this neighborhood over here and is taking a chance. You know, I respect his entrepreneurial spirit. I heard they're hiring 500 people. I mean, you got to respect that. He's creating 500 jobs here in Las Vegas. This was an unused 7 acres. Oh, there's the Culinary Union. I never knew where they were. This is the Culinary Union. Solidarity, we will win. Wow. So interesting. I'm learning things every day. I had no idea where the Culinary Union was, but it's right here. Unbelievable. Yeah, and I don't really deal well with corporate. But here's Solidarity, Local 226. Who knew? Now, if you're a member of 226, you know where this is. This is why I like walking around Las Vegas. Some of the areas that I'm not used to, because you find things, you see things, you learn things. And now we know where the Union is. I got to get in the shade. Oh, yeah, that's strike work. How do you say it? Culinary. Culinary. I'm going to learn to say it. So it's cool like cool beans. Culinary Union. I will learn how to say it properly. Thank you for that lesson In pronunciation, it is the Culinary Union. I already learned how to say Nevada properly. It only took me 3 months, but I do say Nevada properly. And now you guys are going to teach me how to say culinary. I really want to say these things correctly. I really want to learn. Culinary. Am I saying it right? Or am I still screwing up? Culinary. Culinary. Am I saying it right? Somebody please tell me that I'm saying it right. It's the Culinary Union. By the way, everybody who's over here on YouTube, thank you for supporting the Vegas Paulie C Show by being on YouTube. I hope you're subscribing to YouTube. The nice thing about the YouTube chats is they stay up. So if we happen to have something fun go on, if we have something funny go on, if we have something entertaining go on, we can look at these later. And they're usually pretty interesting. Culinary. This phone's going to run out of power, and I'm going to have no power. I wonder where they sell chargers anywhere down here. Maybe I should walk back to, there's got a 7-Eleven over here. I know they got coffee in that 7-Eleven. I'm so tempted. Should I have another cup of coffee? Yeah, I got to have another cup of coffee. And then I'll be losing my mind. What is this? Is this Main Street? Where are we? I've never seen this 7-Eleven before. I really don't know where I am. I've never walked over. There's Main Street over there, right? Yeah. And I should really limit my walking in the middle of the road. Oh, this car wants to go by. I'm kind of blocking it. Yes, I did buy a scale. I don't know how much I weigh. I want to get down to 158 because I want to be ripped. And I'm 160. I was 164 when I left New York, which means that my abs are kind of ruined. There's some slop around my middle. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to get down to 158. The house came with a coffee maker. So that's beautiful. We're going to get a cup of coffee. This 7-Eleven was unknown to me. Oh, sunglasses and a hat. That's the way to go, man. Sunglasses. Oh, they have wool hats here? Damn. Not really that comfortable. It'll hold me over, though.
You can just think, one, you care about your shit, and two, you care about your fucking clients, like fucking your art.
Where's the milk? There's like no milk. Oh, there's the milk. We'll just put in some cold latte. Kind of fixed it, kind of. How about some shots of some garbage? Vanilla. Thank you very much, Sean Griffin, for the super chat. I would have missed that, Sean Griffin, if I didn't look down at the screen. So thank you, Sean Griffin, for the super chat. Yes, I did do a Crockford's video. It's just kind of boring over there. I don't know any other way to explain it. I want to get some sugar in here. Okay. I think I got it the way I want it. Oh, I bought bagels for the house. I have Asiago bagels at home. So I didn't need to go to the bagel place because I have my own bagels. Oh, Sally Lewis, I would love to make a video of the room. I haven't done a video in like 8 months. So Sally Lewis, that would totally help me out. How are you? I got this. I got the glasses here. Hold on, I'll give you that. Well, I got to get it off anyway, so there you go.
How many?
And I got this hat here.
One hat. Hold on.
Here's the hat. Use only the raw sugar? How much do I owe you?
Okay, 19.49.
Great, that's unbelievable. A hat, sunglasses, and a cup of coffee for 20 bucks. Unbelievable. That is a bargain. I got these great sunglasses, sort of a hat. The hat's a little too small for me. And a coffee for 20 bucks. Nothing wrong with going local, girlfriend. And the hat is sort of protecting my head. I know I'm gonna get hot under this hat. But will I lose my comp privilege by allowing VPC on my property? That's a very good question. That's a very good question, Sally Lewis. I have no idea, but I would love to come and see your room, seriously. Any and all help that I can get with rooms here on the Vegas Paulie C Show, please DM me on TikTok. I don't know how you DM someone on YouTube. Or my email, by the way, is pcantinopc@gmail.com if you need me for something. If you DM me on TikTok, I'll talk to you. I would love to do some room tours. I'm actually a little bit short of content right now. So Sally Lewis, getting back to you, I would totally love to see your room over there. If you can arrange it. You know what I'm saying, girlfriend? My new girlfriend, Sally Lewis, is going to show me a 2-bedroom suite at Crockford's. Hopefully. We can hope, can't we, Sally? We all live on hope. But you know what they say about hope? Hope makes an amazing breakfast, but a terrible dinner. Isn't that an interesting thing? Hope makes an amazing breakfast, but a terrible dinner. I know I said it twice, but it's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, Sally Lewis, I don't have to expose you. I mean, I can sneak into your room. I don't have to scream to the world, I'm in Resorts World, nah, 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 nah. And Sally Lewis is helping me, nah, 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 nah. I mean, maybe there's some part of me that wants to do that, but I don't need to do that, Sally Lewis. You see what I'm saying? I don't care about the damn dinosaur. The dinosaur is meaningless to me. She's a Do I care about the dinosaurs? Does anybody really care about I don't care about the dinosaur. She's a brontosaurus. So who gives a damn about that? I don't really care about the dinosaur. I got to be honest with you. It's tough seeing the screen now that I'm in the bright sunlight. But I had to put this beanie on my head. I had to put on sunglasses. So here we are. I'm not, let me tell you something. When I was fighting with the dinosaur, this is the God's honest truth. She went into that shutdown mode and she said to me, you're terrifying me. All I was doing was fighting with her about something. I wasn't being obnoxious. I wasn't insulting her, but it was a heated argument about who was wrong and who wasn't wrong. And she went into that mode. You're terrifying me. You know the type? You know the type? So I don't want to talk to her. She already pulled that shit with me, where I'm terrifying her, and I'm the man, I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? She started to go down that road. So once somebody says that when you're a nerdy, I mean, I'm a nerdy guy. I'm an awkward guy. I'm old. I look like I couldn't hurt a fly. The only thing dangerous on me is my mouth and my acid tongue. But when she said, "You're terrifying me," I was like, "Oh, please, lady. Take your Karen act somewhere else." You know what I'm saying? My goodness. Yeah, she said I was dishonest. Well, that's just projection on her part. When somebody calls you something, they're just projecting. I'm the most honest person, not because I'm a good guy, not because I'm trying to virtue signal, not because I'm telling you that I'm morally superior. Why am I honest? I'm honest because I have a genetic mutation and I just don't have time for bullshit. Can anybody understand that? I don't have the energy. And listen, my life is a disaster. I got very, 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 very lucky to have a mother who was talented. She put me on third base. I ran all the way back to at bat. You know what I'm saying? My poor mom. My mom placed me on third base. She gave birth to me. Okay, this is what my mother was doing. My mother was standing over third base, and the doctor said push. And Vegas Paulie C dropped out from his mom's. I want you all to picture this now. And I dropped right onto third base. And I was so uncomfortable on third base that I ran all the way back to at bat. By the time I was 50 years old, I was back at bat. Can you understand that, girlfriend? My mother really loved me. I wasn't really a mama's boy, but she really did put me on third base and kept me on third base. So, you know, I was embarrassed. I was very embarrassed at what a schmuckiola I turned out to be. And I remember when my mother was going to pass away, she looked at me. This is a true story. And I will share this with you because there's nothing to be embarrassed about here. My mother had about 3 weeks to live, and she looked at me and she said, "I know who my children are." And my immediate response was, it was just a knee-jerk response. I said to my mother, "I'm really sorry." I felt so bad that, you know, I just didn't do the right thing. You know what I mean? When my mother passed away, I was 45. I was broke. I was obese. I really had, you know, I was at the bottom in my life. I really was not doing well at all. And I apologized to my mother. I said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your son is a loser." You know what I mean? "I'm sorry, Mom," but it wasn't my mother's fault. I inherited the mutation from my father. This mutation that I was born with did not come from my mother's side of the family. My father's side of the family, everybody's a loser. So that's why we're all losers over on Dad's side, but Mom's side's all wealthy. So my mother gave birth to me on third base, and I ran back to at. This is some truths here. You're getting some really, you know, you give Vegas Paulie C some coffee, and you get some real honesty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, girlfriend? That's a weird answer. Not really. I didn't think about it. You have to understand something. When I really feel something, I say it. And my mother said, "I know who my children are." And my first thought was to apologize. I mean, what if you know who you are? What if you know that you're a loser? What if you know that? What are you supposed to say to your mother? "No, Mom, you're not right. I'm a great guy. I'm obese. I'm 230 pounds. I made millions and millions. Mom, I'm a great guy. I made millions and millions of dollars, Mom. I gambled all of it away. I probably spent 20 years in the girly bars, giving away probably $1 million. I like to drink. I eat too much. I'm a compulsive gambler. But Mom, I'm a winner." Is that what you wanted me to say to my mother? You see, this is the honesty of the Vegas Paulie C show. I don't know. She still loved me. She still loved me, absolutely. She still absolutely loved me, and I give her a lot of credit for that. This is a really good show today. You guys are my therapists. You don't even know it. I'm saving like $150 to $175 in therapy by bleeding this all out all over you. I only have 10% left on my phone. It's a big problem. I know. I got this unbelievable girlfriend. Can you believe my whole life I wanted a girlfriend that looked like her, that was built like her, that had a face like her, that had skin like her, that had a brain like hers, that had class like her, my whole life. And it was not a possibility because I'm a schmuck. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're a schmuck, you're not going to get a girl with all of those qualities. And now I'm an old guy. I'm turning 59 years old today. And I got my college sweetheart. Crazy. It's crazy. I'm such a lucky guy. I'm not kidding. I'm such a lucky guy. I kid you not. I'm happy. Yes. Okay. Yes. Janice Pie. Vegas policy. Raw and unplugged. Well, that's what the show is about. The show is just about me bleeding out my truth. This is Las Vegas. I am a gambler. It's interesting to see how I ended up here. It's interesting to watch me fail. I've had some successes. God only knows I'd love to have more of the feed me, Seymour. I'd love to have more successes. I'd love to make something out of the Vegas Pauly C show. But who knows? I don't know. The other thing about life is the marketplace. I always say this. The marketplace will tell you what you're worth. So the marketplace is going to dictate to Vegas Pauly C whether or not I have any value as someone, and this is my shtick. My shtick is I walk and I talk to the people. That's my gig. That's my shtick. It's raw. It's honest. I'm a broken toy. I'm an addict. I drink coffee. And that's my shtick. I don't know if there's a marketplace for it. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Thank you very much, David Drilling. Well, some people don't find it entertaining, Some people are like, I got to get away from this guy, Vegas Pauly C. This is the most annoying thing I've ever dealt with in my entire life. I cannot listen to another minute of Vegas Pauly C's mouth. And then it's funny, some people are married, and one person will like it, and the other person will not like it. And sometimes I'll meet a couple, and one person will be cavelling, and the significant other will be rolling their eyes. And I always say to the person who's rolling their eyes, I say, I'm really sorry, They'll be like, oh, my wife or my husband listens to you all the time. And then I can see they're not happy about it. I see they're annoyed. But that's life, you know what I mean? You're in relationships. I don't want to mess up any relationships. Whoa. I'm walking in traffic right now. That's a green light. Chicken leg, you're overinvested. Uh-oh. The story ends right here, chicken leg. Chicken leg, you're overinvested in the show, so of course you want to see how it ends. I want to see how it ends too, chicken leg. We all want to see what happens to Vegas Pauly C. You know what I'm saying? User 205, my goodness, user 205. All I want to say to you is, my goodness. Look at what user 205 wrote. Not too many people are going to agree with that. So when I walk and I talk, I spit all over the phone. So I end up with a lot of spit on the phone, and then I can't see the phone. And I don't have anything to clean the phone, so I have to lick the phone. And it's amazing how acidic my spit is. I'm drinking coffee, I know that. But my God, I'm like a dragon out here. I'm spitting acid, girlfriend. Because when I put my tongue on the screen, you know what I'm saying? It's like acid. I want to get across the street. I want to be in the shade. I'm no Scorsese. I know that, girlfriend. Okay, we're going across. There's a cute little plaza over here. This is the Arts District in Las Vegas. Isn't this cute? This is very cute right here. Is there anything I won't talk about? I won't talk about politics because people are born with a proclivity to be whatever they are. So I don't talk about politics. But my personal stuff, not really. I'm a broken toy. I don't know. You know, people have asked me many times, did I partake of the greeters? Oh, here's the story. Well, I mean, you guys have probably heard this already. So when I was 18 years old, have you guys heard the story about my father and the greeter? Have I told that already? Anyway, when I was 18 years old, I was still a virgin because, you know, I was awkward. I was unattractive. I was soft. I was nerdy. I was weird. There was no woman that was going to be with me. It was just never going to happen. And my poor dad, I guess my dad kind of sensed that no woman was going to go near me. And I actually experimented with it. When I was 18, I did try and get some interesting girlfriends. You know, we'll just call them challenged. And they didn't want me. But anyway, when I turned 18, you know what my father did? Did I ever tell you guys this? I think Chicken Leg knows this one. Let's see how good Chicken Leg is. What did my father do for me when I turned 18, Chicken Leg? I think Chicken Leg knows this. You know, I'm going to run out of power soon. My phone's going to run out. I'm going to have to go off very soon. I want to save enough power to get an Uber back to my house. Sally Lewis, I was so lucky the other night. The dealer had 22, like four times in a row, and I got blackjack 3 times in a row. Yes, Johnny D. So when I turned 18, my father bought me a greeter for my birthday. It was so warm. You know what I mean? I can't explain it. I had never touched a woman. And I was 18, and I was like, it's so warm and soft, and it's mushy. I like it. You know what I mean? I like it. I always liked the girlies. And even when I was very young, and I mean like 9, 10 years old, I wanted a girly, and I couldn't get one. But when I was 18, my dad got me a greeter. True story. This is the English Hotel. David Drilling, I could give you an hour on that. We would have to sit down and I would explain it to you. I can tell you right now it would be on Sammy Davis. So this is an interesting place. Who loves the Pepper Club more than the dinosaur? I mean, is the Pepper Club really that good? Is the Pepper Club the best place in the whole world? Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that dinosaur loves that Pepper Club. You know what I'm saying? Did anybody notice how much the dinosaur loves the Pepper Club over here? Wow. She loves the Pepper Club. Why does the dinosaur, does anybody know why the dinosaur, hey Pepper Club, why does the dinosaur love you so much? I'm asking them right now. Pepper Club, why does the dinosaur love you so much, Pepper Club? Does anybody know? I'm going to find out. I'm asking them right now. Pepper Club, come out, Pepper Club. Why does the dinosaur love you so? Wouldn't it be funny if the manager came out and told us why the dinosaur loves the Pepper Club so much? Wouldn't that be funny? That would be funny. I don't know if they're going to come out and tell me why the dinosaur loves them so much. We should go in there and eat at the Pepper Club to try and find out. Why does the dinosaur love you so much? That dinosaur just loves that Pepper Club. She just loves it. It's just the best place in the whole world. My goodness. Set up a meeting with him and have him tell me the truth as to why. I tell you what. Let Steve meet with me and admit that they pay the dinosaur all kinds of money to love the Pepper Club. He'll lose his job in 5 minutes. So nobody tells the truth in Vegas because everybody has to hold on to their job. So why would I meet with him when he's trying to hold on to his job? You know what I'm saying? I'd love to have him admit it, though. But he ain't going to do that. Well, Charlie Pick, it's my first day out here. And it is what it is, Charlie Pick. You can go off the show or I can block you. It's your choice. Didn't I have something with you yesterday, Charlie Pick? Didn't I have some shit with you yesterday? I've had too much coffee. I'm not going to block you, Charlie Pick, but you really shouldn't be in here. because this is what it is. This is the show. I'm walking by a hotel. Let's recap for Charlie Pick. The dinosaur is completely and totally full of BS. And I'm walking by a hotel in the middle of nowhere that has a very strange restaurant inside of it where they serve French toast with purple garbage coming out of it. A restaurant that Keith Lee himself decided to call her out on. Okay? That's how I even found out about it. And Charlie Pick feels the need to question me. So, Charlie Pick, don't you have other things to do with your life? I think I had some shit with you yesterday, didn't I, Charlie Pick? And you're bringing me down. You're bringing me down. So, Charlie Pick, why don't you go elsewhere? I'm not going to block you, but why don't you just go away? Why don't you just go do something else with your life instead of getting in my gears? You know what I'm saying, Charlie Pick? I want everybody to tell Charlie Pick to get lost because he's getting in my gears. And this show is a real show. I'm walking by a hotel that this woman is surreptitiously has weird business with. And you want me to not talk about it? This is the First Amendment show of the century. This show is more about the First Amendment, Charlie Pick. Hey, Charlie Pick, do you believe in the First Amendment, girlfriend? You really got in my gears. Do not get in my gears, Charlie Pick. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Get him off the show. Get rid of Charlie Pick. Get him out of here. What a schmuck. Charlie Pick, is your whole life schmuckery or just on my show? Are you schmuckery 24/7, Charlie Pick? My coffee's really kicking in. I'm not even going to look at the screen because I don't want to even know about this guy. You guys take care of him. You know what I'm saying? He gave me some shit about something yesterday, the day before, too. So I remember the name of the schmuckiola. You know what I mean? Wow, you want to get in my gears. I worked with the woman. I gave the woman $38,000. Ask her how much money I gave her. I gave her $38,000 and she abused the shit out of me for 8 months. I don't have the texts anymore, but she was working for me and she was abusing me. Can I have my $38,000 back, please? Don't. And if you don't like the show, if you don't want to hear about it, go elsewhere. I mean, there's 50 or 60 people. How many people are in here? 80 people are in here. There's 80 people in here that want to hear, that want to deal with the walk around, that take the good with the bad. There are the fan blades over there. But not you, Charlie Pick. You want to cause trouble on the Vegas Paulie C show. Get lost. Get lost, Charlie Pick. Go sit and spin somewhere else. Jeez. Thank you very much, Sally Lewis. See, Sally Lewis had a point that was really, it wasn't counter to my point, but we talked it out. I'm in the shade right here. I'm going to stay in the shade for a second so I can catch up. Well, the reason I don't call her Clarice anymore is because I realize that she's going to become extinct when I'm out here. Her style of doing things is duplicitous, and she's actually violating all the FTC orders on doing influencers, and they're doing influencing and not disclosing. She does not disclose that she gets paid all over the place. Have you ever seen her disclose that she's getting paid all over the place? No. So she's the dinosaur. Go over to the Reddit and check it out. There's going to be an extinction. Thank you very much, David O. Listen, we're just trying to have a good time here. The dinosaur is she's just a bad time for Vegas. Okay, let's talk about this. I think this is a good, honest conversation, and I think Vegas Policy needs to explain himself. There's three people out here, right off at the top of my mind. There's 3 people in Las Vegas that have a lot of power, that have a lot of reach, and who affect things. And I just feel that these 3 people, and one of them is at the El Cortez right now playing slots for people and telling them that he can pick the winners of the slots. You know who that is.